Hey guys, Devin from Baduk Club here. I wanted to share something that I'm calling a micro project. I've been reaching out to organizers to see if I can offer them help doing whatever it is they're up to and trying to do, and I'm extending that to anybody that watches this video. So let me dive into this project. It's going to be about leagues, but I just want you to keep in mind that if you have a project that you guys want, think that I could help with, or have an idea for something that could be improved that you're working on right now, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Devin at Baduk.club is the email, and yeah, let's dive in. So, all right, so we got the landing page here. If you want to make your own league, what you can do is just go to this URL, and you'll be able to do that. So I already have an account. If you don't, you have to sign up. But just log in. We'll use my saved password. And boom, we're good to go. So now that I'm logged in, I can start my own league. So let's do that now. And you can see the URL's changed. It's included a a bunch of letters, and we're gonna make that look better here as well. So let's move myself out of the way. So first thing we're gonna do is make a title. So let's call this demo league. And when we update that, you can see now that URL changes to something much prettier. So that'll be good for sharing. We'll talk about other sharing options in a second too. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to enter edit mode from the admin panel. And this will allow us to do all sorts of stuff that edits the league. So we're going to leave that checked. And now you can see the add league group appears. And here we have our League A. If we want to undo that, we can delete it pretty easily. But obviously, we're going to leave that for now. Let's add some people to the league. I made this for the MGA, so they use 5 players in the league. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. And then I'd want to enter the OGS username. So I have a couple that they're using. I'm just going to use them as demo usernames. There you go. So that's one person. I think the next is, and you want to make sure that you type in the username exactly as it appears on OGS. I think I should be parsing it correctly. So if you don't, it won't be the end of the world. But ideally, and I'll show you how you know anything's messed up. So keep going down the list, and great. So these are the people that they invited to the league. This doesn't do registration right now, so this is all kind of like they have another Google Doc or some manual thing for adding people. Let me turn off edit mode, and we'll see how that looks. Great, awesome. So we have the usernames here now, and it's also imported the OGS ranks. And this link you'll see in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Hover over the link, it actually will take you to that player profile. So you click on the names, you can go straight to the profiles. And this is going to be publicly visible, right? Everything outside edit mode is publicly visible. Great, so let's go back in edit mode. Well, actually, we don't need to. Now I want to pair people for, say, round 1. And MGA right now is doing 1 round a week. And then since there are 5 players, somebody has a bye. So I believe round 1, they have Jonathan Thinkle playing against 1M Gumby in round 1. And if we want to change the round number to, we can change it here, but you can also update it in this area here. So we'll hit pair. Boop. And now that that's been set up, again, publicly visible is this button for those players. Let me enter the other information first, and then I'll show you how that works. So Nathaniel is playing Henman, and we'll pair them. And last but not least, Oferon was the one who got the bye, so we'll pair Oferon against nobody, right? It's important you do nobody, and again, the round needs to be correct as well. Perfect. Awesome. So you can see everybody's set up. They have their running score. And when a game occurs, again, this is the publicly visible section. You can just send the player to the site. We'll talk more about that in a second. And all they can do, you can see if you hover over, it says who they're playing in that round. But if you click, it gives you more information as well. So it tells you, again, who they're playing and a place to paste the OGS link. So this game actually has already occurred. And let me show what happens when you do paste that link in. So let me grab the link. And so you just paste in the link. Again, you or the players paste in the link from the tournament. You click, and now when we leave this window, you can see it's actually updated the league, updated the standings, and if Jonathan was already first, but if he wasn't, he would have risen to the top on the list as well. So it orders them by number of wins. If people also want to see that game, or if you want to see that game, you just click on the W. You can see in the bottom left-hand corner, telling me the URL is going to take you directly to the game. So you have access to the game. You have funny access to the game. Google's just trying to be helpful. You have access to the player, so players can look each other up easily. You see the ranks, you see the standings updated, all that good stuff. Let's say there was an admin, though. They copied in the wrong URL. They can't edit it once they posted it in, but you can. So you just, again, you enter edit mode, come over here, you open this up, and then you have access to that. You can also delete the game or delete the pairing. If you need to do that for any reason, you have access to that as the admin. So if there's an issue, I just want to tell you guys about test mode 2. Click that. It's going to display a lot of information. For example, like the OGS ID. Make sure you see where all the correct rounds are aligned. If they're unaligned, it would give you help there. Tell you that you're in test mode and who the current logged in user is. And then if we also enter in this information, it's going to give you a ton of information on what Baduk Club has and what OGS information there is as well. So, if you need to troubleshoot anything when you're talking to me, if you have any issues with this, just turn on test mode, and that'll be useful. That's what that button does. If we're going to do pairing for round 2, we can just update this here. That'll just change this each time, and then again, just select the players and go from there. If you wanted as well, there's an option to display when the next round is. So we just choose a date and time, and that's going to update. Not looking very good right now, but it's just publicly visible of when the next round is, and that's going to be visible in the time zone of the players. So if you have people playing across multiple time zones, they'll see their local time when that is occurring. So that's very helpful for you. You just put in when it's happening in your time zone, and that'll show true for all the players. If you don't want that, you just hit clear, and it goes away. Progressing seasons, I'm not going to get into that. That doesn't really it's not fully functional right now, so I don't want you guys to do anything with that. But if you click this, it'll basically reset all the leagues, and you can do the pairings for the new leagues. Also, if I create some red buttons here, again, don't really use them. They're available to you in edit mode. They are experimental functionality that'll be available in the future for basically moving people between leagues, based on who wins. Like, say, taking the top 2 players of the top league or the bottom 2 players of the top league and moving them down, and vice versa, moving them up if they've done that. Show you again, add another league group. You see here in this multiple league, you can add more people. So player A, player B. Oddly enough, there's actually real OGS usernames, I believe, so that'll actually update. Sure enough, both of these fake usernames, names, and even have linked to their profiles. But so you can have multiple leagues here. One of the neat things you can also do is if you want to share a link directly to a specific league, you can just hover over the league and click on the anchor icon, and it'll update the URL with that league information. And when you share that URL, it's going to scroll you down. Scroll you down to that league. So let me come over here and click anchor again. There you go. Boom. So anytime you share that link, it's going to take you right there. And additionally, too, exactly right there. So you can send people directly to visually that link. Now you might be saying, well, okay, Devin, I have my own website for my club. Can I embed this page on the club site? And the answer is yes, you can. Again, I built this out for the MGA, so they wanted that feature. So let's get rid of this little hashtag in the URL. And what we're going to do is we are going to click the sharing button. So with the sharing button here, a couple different ways to share. You can share by email, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, all that good stuff. May ask you to authenticate. Does it come through me? It goes through those websites, but there's this embed option as well. And with the embed option, you can choose the height and the width. You can do that in pixels or in percentage, and then you just click copy, to copy all this iframe text, and you put that in an HTML body tag on your website, and that will make it embeddable and visible. We can also hide the title of the league. So demo, the name is Demo League. It's great if you arrive on this page and you want to know what's going on, but if you're embedding it, you probably have information above already explaining what's going on, what the league is. And to be clear, too, players won't be able to see this admin panel stuff. That's all just you as the person creating it. But when we hide the header with this button, it changes the URL to add in this parameter that'll hide the header. And we can actually test that live as well. So let me just add that parameter to my link and refresh the page, and you'll see that the header's gone. Again, you won't see the admin panel, but it'll push the league A to the top, and people will be able to see that immediately. So that'll be useful too for people embedding. Anything else? Let's see here. No, that's pretty much it. You can go across and create more rounds and tally everything up. Again, edit mode, you can delete players as well. I think I skipped over that, but and delete the whole league as well. But yep, that's the test. So again, if you guys have feedback or questions, let me know. Obviously, there's a couple little things. For example, admin panel is slightly over, so there might be some odd looking things, but this is also mobile usable, so and mobile ready, so you can share this. People can do this on their mobile phone as well. So yeah, anyway, thanks so much, and happy organizing.